Alright guys, so today's tutorial, what I'm going to show you is how to get a contrastor effect in your dental photographs, in your patient's photos, after you've already taken the photo. Okay, so this is what I mean. So this is a before photo, and you can see, it's a decent enough photo. We wanted to have a look at what's going on in this area. So but after taking the photo, I just thought, I wish I'd used a contraster to get the nice little black effect there, right? So I'm going to show you how to get from here to here just using Adobe Photoshop, okay? So obviously it's cheating, you're photoshopping your patient's photos, but it's a really nice way to just to edit, just to enhance your photos, just so when you're showing other patients about treatments, it's quite easy to show what you want to show without the distractingness of everything down here. Nobody wants to see the tongue and opposing teeth and things like that. Okay, so step one. I store all my photos online in this program called Dental Notebox, right? It's really quite an easy way of me storing everything. So if you use something like iPhoto or Notebox, what you first need to do is just download the image that you want, okay? And then once you've got it on your hard drive, you can start messing around with it. So let's open it up in Photoshop now. Okay, so we've got the file open in Photoshop. One thing I would say, if you just store these photos on your hard drive, I would make a duplicate copy before editing the original. Okay, so you want to keep your original nice and safe. So the first thing we want to do is roughly select the teeth and the bits that you just want to keep. All right. So before we do that, actually, let's make the background layer into a normal layer. So what we got to do here is just double click on this, and then when it says make a new layer, just click OK, and you can see instead of from being called background, it's now gone to layer 0. Right. So now we're working in a layer. Let's get the magic wand tool. Let's set it to roughly 40, and let's just click a bit on the white. Okay, so that's cool. Now I'm just going to hold down Shift and just keep clicking other areas. Okay. Now I've got this bit. I want to get the bottom edge, the incisal edge of all of these teeth in. Okay. And now I've got the marching ants like in that kind of pattern. I'm now going to switch over to the quick mask mode. All right. So to do that, we just click down here, just like that. So in this mode, it's everything that's red is stuff that is we want to get rid of, but everything which is the normal color of the image is stuff we're going to keep. And the way to change this mask is to use your paintbrush tools. Okay, so you can increase and decrease the size of your paintbrush. Okay, so adding the paintbrush will increase red like that, and then you can use your delete tool, which will get rid of all the red. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just quickly use a nice big brush to delete all the red here. Okay, that's great. So let's zoom out. Okay, so the teeth, that all looks fine, but over here I'm not overly happy. So here what we've got is a tooth which is just in the shadows, and the magic wand selection wasn't really very good. It's not really that great at picking out things in the shadows. So we're just going to have to do this manually, and the way to do it, we're going to use a brush, but we're going to reduce the hardness a little bit so it's not such a harsh edge on it, and just literally do all of this freehand. But it's not the main bit of focus, so it doesn't actually matter how neat you are there. Okay, so that's good enough. Let's leave it at that. Right, okay, so it's looking good. Now, what we want to do is create a layer mask, okay, a proper mask. This is a quick mask. So let's go back into our marching ants, right, and you can see how neat and tidy that is. And what you do now is you click on this icon down here, okay? And brilliant, okay. So what it's done is deleted everything that we don't want. It hasn't actually deleted it, it's just hidden it from view. And now what we're going to do is just put a black layer behind this photo layer, all right? So if we go to new layer, and then the new layer, we just drag it down there, and then you can use a shortcut Shift and F5 and click black, okay? If you don't know that shortcut, you can always go to, I think it's edit or edit here and fill there, okay? Now, it looks like we're pretty much there, right? So there's just a little bit of refinement we want to do. There's a little bit down here and a little bit here that I'm not overly happy with. So I'm just going to show you how we can edit the mask to make the changes on the fly. So this is the mask here. So on layer 0, let's click that, right? And just like we were messing around with the red and the transparent and the quick mask, here we're going to do that with black and white. So let's zoom into this little notch here, and I don't really like that. So let's get our paintbrush tool, and the paintbrush is a little bit big, so let's reduce it down, and let's sort of reduce the hardness of it down. So the hardness is the edge. So let's just gently paint that there. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's great. And I just saw, it was just irritating me, this bit isn't smooth here, so we're going to do a similar kind of thing. There, okay. I've gone a little bit too much in that area, so let's take the delete tool, the eraser. Again, let's soften the edge a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I think that's pretty, it's gone over a little bit, but you kind of get the idea of what you can and what you can't do. And let's zoom out. There you have it. That is how to add a contraster to your photos after you've done it. Now, it's always a good idea if you go, just to click save as if you didn't make a duplicate, or you hit save. I normally just save everything as a JPEG file, so it's going to want a PSD file, but just save as a JPEG and stick it where it was. And the one thing to note, right, if you use iPhoto or you use Dental Notebooks like I do, this new photo is going to have a different date metadata. So we're going to have to go and change that. And you can do that if you use iPhoto. There's a way of doing it in iPhoto. If you do it in Notebooks, I'll just show you the way to do that now. Okay, so as you can see, I've uploaded it here. I've already changed the date, but I'll just show you what I mean we need to do. So if we click on Edit, each photograph is assigned a date, and you can just change that date to, I would suggest, the same as the original one. And in most photo softwares, that will assign the same organization to that photo. So you've got everything in kind of historical date as and when you saw the patient. Cool. Right, if you found that useful, right, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click the like button, and you can also, I've got a mailing list, you can just go to my website if you want to get more tips like this. Cool, see you later.